Hi, I'm Kyla.
I'm Holly.
I'm Shay.
I'm Anna.
And our cameraman is Chloe.
And we have Eileen who couldn't make it today. Hey everybody, we're noticing that the lunchroom is getting crazier and crazier. It's getting louder and louder and everything. So we're going to show you what's right and what's wrong.
And we've also made a few interviews with Miss Cherry, Mr. Needful, and Miss Lawson.
We are here today with Mr. Needfeld.
Thanks, Chloe. Holly.
How do you think the volume is in the lunchroom every day?
Volume in the lunchroom. It's loud, not going to lie. Some days I do wear earplugs, but it's kind of expected with low ceilings and over 150 people in that one room. It's going to be a little bit loud.
Do you think we could improve on our volume?
Oh, there's always room for improvement, especially when it's time to leave. I believe students could be a little bit more quieter, trying to be an advocate of reminding their teammates or their tables to be nice and quiet. I appreciate that if it's a little bit quiet time. Yes, you don't need to scream and yell to tell your stories and your jokes.
What happens when Miss Cherry holds up her fingers?
Holds up her fingers, she's showing her boogers? Just kidding, Miss Terry. When she holds up her fingers, and the other teachers do, it's usually time, about 2 minutes left of class or of the lunchroom, and we just need to quiet down and clean up and then get ready to leave.
Do you think that people are sharing food with each other?
I don't believe that's probably the best idea, sharing food. I'm sure that some people do. I don't have a huge problem with it, personally, just because if I have an extra banana and I'm not going to eat it and somebody else wants my banana, they can have it if it's not open. But for the most part, it's probably not a best idea, but I don't think there's a lot of sharing food going on.
Do you think people are being respectful to people around them?
Respect? I believe so. I mean, people are not throwing food. They're sitting at tables, and it's probably why they're so loud. They're sitting with their friends, and they want to just talk a little bit. So I think, yes, for the most part, no one is throwing food, no one's being too much of a bully in there. I think it's a good lunchroom. You just need to quiet down a little bit when it's time to leave.
Thank you, Mr. Needfeld.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Chloe. Thank you, Holly. And thank you.
Hi, everybody. We're here with Mrs. Swanson, the best gym teacher here at Pearson. Woo! So, how do you think the volume is in the lunchroom every day?
The volume in the lunchroom starts out pretty decent, and then as students get done eating, it can get pretty loud.
Okay, do you think we could improve this volume at all?
I definitely think it could be improved. Some things that we can't help are the low ceilings, the small lunchroom, but I think students can talk quieter, and when they're done with their lunch, they can stay at their table and just talk to the students at their table in a quieter voice. Not like screaming or trying to talk to tables around them, just focusing on the people at their table.
What happens when Miss Terry holds up her fingers?
When Miss Terry holds up her fingers and gives the kind of peace or quiet sign, that means students need to quiet down, finish eating, finish cleaning up their table, and get ready to leave.
Do you think people are being respectful to people around them?
I think for the most part, yes. I think we could always do a better job of this by talking quieter, staying on task, and just eating lunch and having fun with their friends.
Are people sharing food with each other?
I don't see a lot of sharing food. We just have to keep in mind that there are some students in the lunchroom who might have allergies and things like that, so it's not a good idea to share food just in case they do have an allergy. But I really don't see a lot of food sharing now.
Thank you for doing this with us.
You're welcome.
Bye.
We are here with Miss Terry talking to her about the lunchroom loudness. So, how do you think the volume is in the lunchroom every day?
I think there's definitely some days that it gets quite noisy in there, but sometimes what happens is once one table starts talking really loudly, then I think every other table feels like they need to talk about each other, so it can get pretty loud in there.
Do you think we could improve that volume at all?
Oh, I think we definitely could. I think one thing that would help would be really just focusing on having conversations with the people that you're sitting next to. A lot of times I know people are trying to jump from table to table and have conversations with others, so that would probably help. And like I said before, I think once one table starts talking really loudly, then that just makes it bigger and bigger. Another thing that would probably help if Mr. Needfelt would kind of circle the cafeteria tables a little bit better and not just sit on the chair. That might help a little bit.
Yeah,
with
I
the
think that'll help a
volume.
lot.
If he was supervising a little bit closer during lunch.
So, what happens when you hold up your 2 fingers?
When I hold up 2 fingers like this, that means everybody should do what?
Be quiet.
Quiet and freeze and look at who's ever talking, right? And that's for any adult who holds up those 2 fingers. And at the beginning of the year, I felt like 6th graders did an amazing job at it, and you guys did it really quick, and it was quiet, but I think we've gotten a little relaxed on that over the last few months.
Yeah. Do you think people are being respectful to the people around them?
You know, I think for the most part, you guys are really, really respectful to each other. I think it's just that lunch is your time to talk, and it can be really fun, and you have to catch up about your day, but we just need to figure out how to do that
Yeah.
with only our tables. I think that will help.
Yep. So, do you notice people sharing food with each other?
You know, I see that once in a while, but not too much. Maybe I just don't see it now.
Alright, well that concludes our interview. Hey guys, another thing we've been noticing is that people are going to the bathroom and then they're just staying in the bathroom until the bell rings. That's not okay. You can go to the bathroom, but you have to come back into the lunchroom. Another thing that we've been noticing is when they go to the bathroom, they run back into the lunchroom, and that's not okay. You guys should walk.
We should stay in here until the bell rings, so we don't have to put our chairs away and cushion our chairs.
Yeah.
We've also been noticing that people are running out of the lunch line. That's not okay. You have to be walking out of it.
Noticing there has been people running to get into the lunch line. So remember, walk and don't run.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.